Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. We have just rescued the king here, in pretty poor shape. I think they said he had broken fingers, he's dehydrated from drinking seawater, etc. But he's rescued, so our goal is to get him back to his daughter, and then work on this alliance between his kingdom and Perth. Which should just be a marriage between his daughter and the King of Perth's son. I don't expect there to be any challenge out here, because we already dealt with Skaki, who, of course, managed to run away even though we had attacked him with lethal damage. So, it's fine. I'm sure we'll run into all of them. School, Skaki, and what's her name? She has a name that's hard for me to pronounce. But we'll run into her later. I'm sure. Alright, Dunsorce is no longer following us. So we gotta get him back home. And then from there we head back to Perth. With the daughter, in theory. Let's rest here. How's our homestead coming along? Still 4 days. Just making sure I'm not going to miss it. Yes, we'll enter this campsite. Shouldn't have much that we need to do. Sling that seems like it's pretty garbage, so we will just break that down. Then we need to assign Adis, and we have meat that's spoiling. Well, that sounds like those two problems solve each other. Perfect. Make camp. Nice and simple. Could grab all of these. Yeah. That one's thankfully not too far out of the way. The water skin, hides. I mean, 4 hours, that's a bit out of the way. It's fine. Okay, and he's just running off ahead. Reasonable. Fingwalla jumps into the arms of her father, almost knocking him over. The king's been silent all the way here, but when he sees his daughter, life returns to his eyes, quickly followed by tears. Finny, I'm so glad you're safe. They told me they'd done horrible things to you. And they never caught me. Thanks to you and Bressel. I snuck out the back while you held them off. So that's why they took me. Where's your mother? The color drains from Fingwalla's face. Noticing her disquiet, Dunsorce clenches his fists and straightens his back. The princess gently pulls him away, and a tearful conversation follows in hushed tones. When they're more or less done consoling each other, Dunsorce returns to you, with red-eyed Fingwalla a few steps behind. I thank the Lord for keeping my daughter safe and sending you to help. Your god didn't send me. Constantine Mac Fergusa did. I mean, I'm not going to say that his religion is wrong. But yes, Constantine sent me. Ah yes, the sly old dog. That erases any doubt I might have harbored about this marriage. I owe him much now. I regret that I have but one daughter to give him. Fingwalla punches her father congenially on the shoulder and permits herself a half-choked chuckle. They couldn't handle more than one of me. Dunsorce grins wearily at you. Isn't that the truth? Will you both accompany us to Perth? I mean, technically, this is his home and his kingdom. It's kind of ransacked and burned down, but I don't think he's supposed to just leave. Will you both accompany us to Perth? Dunsor's eyes grow hard, and for a moment you can clearly see the monarch in him. Nay, I've pressing matters to attend to here. We must go to Bear and inform him that we're still alive. Does Dristan know what happened here? I sent Enid 2 days ago. It's anyone's guess why no one came to our aid. A shadow settles over Donsor's face. Then we shall go with Bear and find out. Dunsors turns back to you. As you can see, we have many things to sort out here. This attack raised some questions about allegiances. Rest assured, it's nothing that will jeopardize our arrangement with Constantine. You'll trust us with your daughter, then? You saved my father. You've earned our trust. You've earned more than that. If my estate were not burnt to the ground, I would shower you in treasure, Viking. As it stands, I must defer payment. When you and my daughter reach Perth, find my niece Mael Fabel. She sells the products of our land by the river, and she'll reward you for your great deeds. I appreciate that. We'll seek her out. Constant support is all the reward I need. Or that'll have to be a hell of a reward for the life of a king. I'm not going to say that. I appreciate that. We'll seek her out. Dunsors pulls the daughters into a tight hug. Benak late, my princess. I'll follow in time for the wedding. Alright, so she is following us now. Let's get back to Perth. Looks like we need rest. Actually, back here. Yikes. Okay. Bingwala is fatigued easily. We're not going to rest based on your needs. You're not joining us in combat. I mean, technically, I'm not planning on getting into a combat, so I could just rest here right outside of town when our whole team is very exhausted. Let's go for it. Save a little bit of time. Everyone's hungry. People are starting to get fatigued. Four herdsmen still have available shifts. Why? Like, they should just automatically be doing... Oh, we have no meat. Did we not do any hunting, or was there just not really any hunting available at the last one? And she is part of our camp group at the moment. That is odd. I mean, obviously she's not going to be a party member, so it's weird to me that she is at the moment. I could spend her SP, just like, hey, let's make you an excellent camper. I'm not going to do that. I'm worried she is somehow going to end up as a party member and I would just waste all of her stats on camping. But she can't be. I mean, look at those terrible stats. Well, to some extent, that's because we're all really hungry and tired. I don't know. I'm going to leave you alone. I guess I'll have you do a bit of tinkering. What was the Berserk tonic? Strengthen your attacks at the expense of caution. Probably something we should keep on hand just in case. You have nothing of value. Just take some guard shifts that you really don't need to do. but it'll make you feel useful. And Roskva. There we go. So that's everyone assigned. You can just sleep. I don't need you guarding. It's fine. Yeah, we only got 10 meat from that because it was just a area with very little food. Now with that Berserk tonic, what are you carrying? Increases strength for 3 turns. And this doesn't tell me what it does specifically. Because my thought is there's times where he isn't going to kill an enemy. So having something that makes him do a little bit more damage seems like something good to have on hand. She's still a party member. We're going to bring her, of course. We'll go with the all-female party. I'm assuming she's not an actual party member because she's supposed to marry some guy. But the king, as soon as we left that region that we found him in, immediately said he was out of the party. And he just showed up with us.
Strangely fresh for how many people live here. Wonder what they do with their garbage.
Yeah, the king just showed up versus she has stayed in our party. I have lost track of where... There we go. This is the king's house. I just assume it's going to be straight ahead, and it's not. Okay, now she's not following us. Constant is engaged in some kind of strategic meeting when Finguala of the Gales enters his hall, ahead of you. He immediately dismisses his advisors, walks briskly towards her, and draws her into a tight embrace. Finny, my little girl, how you've grown. It's so good to see you back in Perth, safe and sound. So they have a close relationship with that other kingdom. Already. Finguala looks only mildly surprised by the warmth of the king's welcome. Thank you, your majesty. It's only thanks to Alfbjorn that I made it here. Where's your father and mother, girl? What happened to my emissaries? Finguala's eyes focus on something distant. She looks suddenly very young. It's a long story. I'm very tired. Ah, forgive me. You've had a long journey. Constance snaps his fingers, and one of the servants takes Finguala gently by the arm and leads her over to a corner of the hall. Shortly after, her groom appears in the door and joins her. Alfbjorn, will you tell me what happened? Downsource homestead was attacked and burnt down by one of our enemies, Skaki. Other Vikings attacked his homestead and took him hostage. Fortunately, we are better Vikings. Both are true. I'm gonna go with the top one, though. His homestead was attacked and burnt down by one of our enemies. One of your enemies? But why? Do you think the attack may have been an attempt to sabotage our alliance? Skaki was working with Kanal before we got to him. It seems like School may have attempted a similar alliance, but he chose the wrong king to support. It's unlikely Skaki isn't known for his subtlety. Skaki was working with Connell before we got to him. He chose the wrong king to support. Damn right he did. And it seems I should count myself lucky to be working with you instead of your rival. This man, Skaki, is he dead then? He escaped or no, but the next time we meet him, he will not be so fortunate. Constantine strokes his beard pensively. Then we must be on our guard. He may get another chance to strike at us. Constantine motions to a servant who promptly brings another platter filled with treasure. I want you to have this. You've all but secured my reign. Finguala will marry Domhnall soon. The wedding will take place in this very hall, and you'll be guests of honor. If it'll please you. Or that's a great honor, your majesty. It's a great honor. Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, there is much left to organize still. Constantine turns back to his advisors, and your herd gathers itself by the door. Roskva looks pleased. So this is it. It seems Constantine considers us his allies. I can't see how he could ask more of us after this. Oh, he's going to. We know that that Northumbria is wanting to capture all of Perth. And probably he wouldn't mind owning Northumbria. I don't know if he's going to initiate the fight. It may be that Northumbria comes attacking first. But yeah. Allies? What happened to carving out a piece of this land for ourselves? That was never my goal, and I've made that pretty clear. We have what we need, don't we? A strong ally among the Britons, who we can rely upon to apply political pressure at the Althing. It doesn't matter how strong our allies are when they are without influence among the Norse. We ought to plan a full invasion from Orkneyar and take Northumbria and Pictabia for ourselves. Roskva snorts condescendingly. What hope do we have of beating these nations? Even with 1,000 people under our command, we could not take and hold 2 kingdoms. Then we play the Picts and the Northumbrians out against each other, let them wear each other down, and tip the scales so that our allies win. Just as they think their victory is secured, we strike them when they are weak. I'm not here to conquer nations. We will secure constant support at the Althing, and then we'll go home. I don't plan some grand invasion. We'll gain Aethelred's loyalty, and then we will go home. Nephew is right. We must ensure Pictabia and Northumbria go to war against each other. We'll build our army on Orkneyar in the meantime. Or let's maybe not have this discussion within earshot of His Majesty. Yeah, we shouldn't be having this conversation here, certainly. But I'm not here to conquer nations. We will secure constant support at the Althing, and then we will go home. Very good. We must make absolutely certain that Constantine will back us, however, even if it means fighting for him in a war against Northumbria. Yeah, see, that's what I'm expecting. The Princess Bride, what a title. And the Gaelic alliance is finished. Really, that's all it took. Huh. We do still need to return for the bounties and the Lady Favor. We've got those sorted out. Right, that's siding with Dunfris, or yeah, against Pictabia and Northumbria to help Dunfris, which we've left alone. We need to get back to Skjern. We need to go to Kettle's place, which is here. But while we're here, we'll probably go to the wedding. Although we do have a reward we're supposed to pick up somewhere. Let's go do that before I forget about it. It was one of the merchants along the water, they said. Right, you were the one that stood out as not being one of these people. Failed eyes. I don't know the pronunciation. Looking for food or herbs? You must be Don Source's niece. He told me you'd have something for me. I suppose that makes you Elfborn. Yes, you match the description. I want you to have my personal thanks for saving my uncle, Don Source. It'll take some time to rebuild the homestead, but at least we have a chance thanks to you. With a slow, almost reverential movement, she produces a finely adorned sword wrapped in linens. Here, he told me to give you this. I see you carry fine steel weapons of your own, but I hope this will still be of value to you. It's the finest sword our smiths can produce. One more thing, Finguala told me how you chased away those looters, so here's a little extra, something from my own profits. I want you to have it as thanks. That's very generous, thank you. We're not much for saving a king, but I guess it'll have to do. It's very generous, thank you. Least we can do, to be perfectly honest. Would you like to take a look at what I'm selling while you're here? Bet you have better prices now. On account of what you've done for my people, I'll give you my best prices. Okay, generous prices. I still don't need any of it, though. Hides would be good. If we could get good prices on hides, because then I could make more armor for my crew. So you gave me a new sword. 340 valuables and the crucible steel sword. How's that compare to yours? It is actually better. How about that? State-of-the-art European smithing has produced a beautiful blade that feels like it could cut through a rock as easily as snow. Well, how about that? Yeah, he was the one that sold hides. Are you giving decent prices? Happy to see you again. Looking for meats or hides? Let me see your wares. Nah, just fair prices. Let's check in with you two while we're here. See if anything new is happening. No, so we can just buy his usual random things. Okay, let's head on in. Chances are, as guests of honor for this wedding, we're going to be watching over it when it gets attacked by Skaki. I suspect that's going to happen. He's not going to pass up the chance to attack again. Finguala is with her future husband. They seem to have known each other for a long time. Alfjorn, have you met Domhnall? It's an honor to finally meet you. My father speaks of you in glowing terms. You'll attend the wedding, won't you? My father sent word that he's on his way. It'll be nice to see everyone gathered again for the ceremony. Are you two old friends? Finguala looks adoringly at Domhnall. Aye, we've known each other since we were small. Our fathers have always had close ties to each other. It kept our kingdoms at peace with each other for many decades. We used to have a lot of little wars. Once we're married, such conflicts will be firmly in the past. And what does this ceremony involve? All the clan heads from Pictavia and Riada will gather in this hall. We will vow to love each other and remain faithful to each other for the rest of our lives. Myrddin will bestow the blessings of the old gods upon us, and the Bishop of Iona is on his way to conduct the ceremony. After the ceremony, we will have a great feast, and then, she glances at Domhnall and blushes, we'll retire for the night. Alright, tell us what you want us to do. The next morning, the wedding is a series of very peculiar rituals. The young bride and groom are very handsomely dressed, and they look at each other like there's no other people in the world. Constantine beams with pride. He has a lovely speech, and his voice quivers with emotion as he delivers it. Nefia suddenly slips your hand into hers. You feel a little squeeze every time a speech gets particularly affecting. Donsors arrived just in the nick of time, causing a slight delay while the horses of his retinue were stabled. He cried when he walked Finguala into the hall, and the occasional sob still escapes him during Constantine's speech. Myrddin speaks for a long time about the old gods, relaying some story that seems only vaguely related to love and marriage, but still managed to keep all the guests captivated. Just as the priest is finally about to steal the whole thing, Grain bursts through the door. Her armor is spattered with someone else's blood. Attack! Vikings! All eyes fall on you, wide with alarm, but Grain addresses you like a commander on the field of battle. We need you out there, Alfjorn. You know their tactics. Nefia draws her weapon. Skaki, that raven starver. All sentimentality is gone from Constance's voice. Grain, you stay here. Protect my daughter and her soon-to-be husband. You can tell she's weighing the options in her head. Right. Go fend off your kinsmen, Vikings. My people and I'll protect the hall. I am not surprised at all that this is how this is going down. First, any loot. Figure there might be things because we're in the middle of a wedding. Some lootables. But no. As we just casually, calmly walk out the door. No rush needed. Alright, so Skaki is here with only 5 others. First of all, can we level up at all? No, so we haven't gained any points since I last leveled up. Alright. Oh, but I'm down 1. Ugh. Forgot that we've had our team including the bride. And then when she left our team, suddenly we're down a character. Which in this case is Gunnar. That's not ideal. There's no way for me to go back. I'll just do a quick save. Just to be safe. Well, 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 if it isn't my old friend, the Thane of Skjern. We didn't talk when you attacked me on the west coast. I'm glad to have another opportunity. Just what do you actually hope to achieve by attacking this wedding? I'm just here to cause as much trouble as I can, Alfjorn. From the look on your face, it seems I've managed. How many times do I have to knock you on your ass before you get the message, Skaki? You slipped away like an eel last time I beat you. This time you won't get out alive. Or you don't have to do this, Skaki, just walk away. Or neither of us is the talking kind. Let's just get down to business. I don't think we'll be able to talk him out of this. You slipped away like an eel last time I beat you. This time you won't get out alive. He laughs utterly, without mirth or charm. You caught me by surprise that time, I'll admit. But this time it's a fair fight. And this time I'll win. Yeah, except you've got 6 people and I've only got 5. Because I came unprepared. And you get the first go. Well, that is unfortunate. We are at the edge of the map. Well, ideally, I'd like to get my archers pulled back behind our front line. So let's move Nefia there. That should allow me to get farther back. Yeah, there we go. Roskva is still out in the open, but there just isn't enough cover spots. Hopefully we're far enough back that won't be an issue. Moralize, of course. All right. So I could have you pull his shield aside. Then have Nefia stab through. I think the person in the middle doesn't get to block. I think. Are we have been... I've been demoralized. Ife has not. Alright, yeah. So you shield hook him. Then Nefia, stab him. You're nearly dead. That's not quite a kill from either of you, unfortunately. Yeah. So I'd have to have both of you attack there to get the kill. You've got a 64% chance to block. Myrrh. Well, I could go with a fire arrow because I never think to do that. Burning hits at the end of their turn, so they would get a free turn before they burned. But it would allow me to split up my attacks. Although, how am I going to split them? I could have Ife attack the person with a shield, but what good does that do me? No, I think you're both just going to attack here. And then lastly, Roskva. Let's have you give us some damage reduction. Yeah, I think that's got to be the best we can do at the moment. Means their archers aren't demoralized, so they're going to be able to take good shots on us. But we're all in cover. I guess we'll see how it goes. Alright, you went with demoralized rather than shooting.
That was
Whoa.
sloppy, nephew.
You took her down in one hit. Well, the stun. And then one hit, but still. I could try getting Roskva over to there. Bring her up. But I need these guys out of the way. You could pull the shield out of the way so then an archer can finish them off. I think that's what I've got to do. Trying to cut through that shield is going to take too long. Yeah, you're a problem as well. Let's have you take them out. I could take the attack of opportunity so that I get a crit shot on you. I don't think it's going to kill me, but there's a bit of a gamble there. Well, how much damage do you do? You do 93 to 100. AP 15. So your AP 15 is meaning I'm going to have 62 damage reduction. So your 100 damage drops down to 38? If I'm mathing that right. Which means I will survive it. Just be in a bit of a dangerous spot. I don't know how much crit changes the damage. Anyway, I'm going to take it. Ow. 36. Yep. Didn't take you down. Oh no. I gotta get Roskva to do the heal. I was wanting to rush over there so that we could get Nefya up, but I don't think that's critical at the moment.
Shit! Let me take a look.
Being down one of our meleeers when we were already down another meleeer because of bad planning is not good. I want you to still be in cover, but I don't want them to just have free access back here. So, stay there, I guess. Wish I knew what a lot of these tonics do. Refreshing even the most fatigued warrior while combat lasts. I guess if we were fatigued, that's what it's saying. I don't want to end the turn because this is going to go poorly, but I have nothing else to do with my turn. Okay. Yep. Going for demoralize again. Alright. You are a problem. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity again. No, I could have Roskva use her knife. No. Nope. Roskva can't kill you. So yeah, I'll take the attack of opportunity again, which is going to hurt. But that'll take you out. Ugh. That's you down. Then you can take them down.
See that?
So all they have is 2 archers. Oh, did we take Skaki down? At some point. That might be Skaki. I don't know. I'm not paying attention. They just have archers left, which means Skaki's not among them, so we must have taken him down when I wasn't paying attention. Alright, then Roskva. Let's have you start moving forward towards Nefia. We'll go with a demoralize because they've got 2 archers. And you... I still haven't given you charge. Because of course not. Alright. The tides have turned. I think we're going to win this. You're still going for demoralizes. I mean, I get it, I suppose. I'll have you take that shot. You can come over here. Oh, but it takes a full action. I should have just moved you forward. Because it's full action to revive, not just a 1 action. Yeah. Didn't think about it. Definitely should have. So I guess demoralize again. And then I think I will go with an aim shot. Just so I don't have any accuracy penalties. 95%. And we will call that good for the turn. You swim with anticipate opening. Alright, that's fine. Roskva, get Nefia back up, please.
I can fix this.
What penalty are you going to have for being down for a couple of turns? You have a damaged hand. Moderate puncture to the arm. Okay. Well, let's just finish this off. Could have gone a lot worse since we went into that poorly prepared. And that surprise attack that just took Nefia down basically in one was crazy. Skaki lies dead among his fallen herd. Steely gaze turned to the sky. Really? He didn't manage to escape this time. Nefia spits on the ground. Good riddance. Good riddance indeed. I think some of that we picked up was garbage. Yep. Make sure everyone's safe in Constance Hall. We will, but we'll do that next time. For now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.